If you want to become rich, you have to understand that nobody wants to see you become rich, except you, maybe your mom, and a couple of other people. One of the biggest struggles people have trying to become rich is if they work 50 hours per week, they focus on the money they make in that 50 hours. But every week has 168 hours in it. They focus on the money they make in the 50 hours and ignore the 118 hours weekly. If you want to become wealthy, you will have to allocate this time in a way that will make you more money. Hi, my name is Mohit, and I teach people about money, personal finance, and investing. If you are interested in improving your financial future, subscribe and hit the like button if this video is helpful. One thing you will need to understand is that if somebody is making more money than you, then they are better than you at something, and you have to understand what that something is. What are they beating you at? Well, it could be the mindset, it could be a skill, or it could be the drive, or a combination of these three things. You need a combination of these three things if you want to become successful. Just one of these alone is not going to take you there. You could have the healthiest and the best mindset in the world. You can wholeheartedly believe that you will become rich. You can wholeheartedly believe that you will be the wealthiest person in the world. But just thinking about becoming successful and believing you will become successful will not take you there. Your skill isn't going to take you there by itself either. I know some brilliant people who are way more intelligent and have way more certificates, degrees, and education but are broke because they have good skills, but they don't know what to do with those skills to monetize them. Third is drive. It is essential to becoming wealthy quicker but not the only factor. Just because you are hardworking doesn't mean you're going to become rich. Now by themselves, each one of these three things is valuable, and they're essential, but when you combine them together, that's where you see the 1 + 1 + 1 = a million things, where each one of these things in combination with one another is going to compound the returns you get. So let's start by talking about your mindset. You have to believe that you're going to become successful, because if you don't believe that you're going to become successful, I can guarantee that you're not going to become successful. There's a book called The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, and without giving away what happens in the book, there's one small story about a guy who saw his dad get very sick. He was on his deathbed. His dad was a very religious and devoted Christian. So, the guy went out and found this disciple of Jesus. Somebody who knew Jesus, and had a piece of the original Jesus cross on a ring. He took this home to his dad and said that he had found this holy person, who gave him this ring with a piece of the original cross, and if he meditated on it, he would get better. So that's what his dad did. He started meditating wholeheartedly, believing that he would get better, and he did get better. The story goes that his dad lived a long life and eventually passed away, and then it became public that he didn't meet any holy person. He just went to the street, found a random piece of wood, put it in a ring, and told his dad the story because he knew that his dad would believe it, and it would change his dad's mindset as to whether he would get better or not. Your mindset is very powerful. Whether or not you want to believe the story, that's fine, but the whole idea here is the power of dumb belief. You have to be willing to invest in developing your skills, because, if you don't have a ton of money and don't want to lose everything, start by watching YouTube videos, then start investing in books and buying classes. All these things will set you up to go out and do something. You don't want to get into this content consumption game, where all you're doing is consuming content. You have read every book, you've listened to every podcast, you've watched every YouTube video, and you've bought every class. Still, you haven't built any business. You need to do it at some point, even if you don't feel ready. Just start and fail, because that's how you're going to learn. Once you start making $1 doing whatever you want, that's how you'll learn. Understand that this is the first thing that you got to do if you want to become successful. Working hard is also important, because if you know how to work hard, you can shorten your span in achieving whatever you want. Your hard work is much more beneficial when you work smart, but your hard work will help you get to wherever you want to go quicker as long as you're willing to put in the work. Hard work alone will not make you successful, but if you incorporate this drive into your skill, You can amplify how fast you learn the skills because skills are developed not just by watching YouTube videos, reading books, and buying classes. All those things are good. They are very helpful in helping you build your skills, but the best skills you can develop are by going out and doing it yourself. You cannot bypass the experience side of the skill. If you're unhappy with the amount of money you're making, you lack either mindset, skill, or drive. You got to be honest with yourself and see where you're lacking. If you think you have all three, well, if you're not happy with the money you make, you're not there, you're lacking somewhere, and you have to figure it out. You have to be honest with yourself because you have room for improvement, and you have to see where you can improve. Maybe you're not thinking big enough, you don't know how to monetize your skills well enough, or you're not working hard enough. You have to figure out where it is that you're lacking. You can study successful people and try to understand and analyze what they did to become successful. That does not mean that you will do exactly what they did. Warren Buffett, in his early days, was selling stamps and chewing gums. If you go out and try to sell stamps and chewing gums, you will not get anywhere in this economy. It was a different time when Buffett was selling chewing gum and stamps. You have to take the learning and apply it in our present times. You can sell on Amazon, eBay, or any other platform. You may even sell through content on Instagram or start a YouTube channel and sell something there. You must go out and do things to see what's right for you. Please share this video with all your friends so they can also understand what it takes to become wealthy and successful in life. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe and leave us a like. See you in an upcoming episode.